sorry our dogs and cats from rescues? I did too. How about we listen to a story about animals? Okay, let's go. With help from many sources, German short-haired pointer rescue of Wisconsin Inc. My first particular with the rescue crew. Rescued Hope from a pound in Dixon, Kentucky. Hope was starved, abused. Someone had cut off her beautiful English pointer tail. That hurts. And she had heartworm. Hope barely survived in the heartworm care, but somehow she made it. Hope continued to sleep for approximately 23 hours a day and eventually started having brain seizures. After future evaluation, it was determined that Hope had brain lesions. Both eardrums has been ruptured and Hope was completely deaf. Plus, she was almost blind in both eyes. Her brain waves were most likely flat, but her body was functioned. This would have not lasted long. Hope was unable to hold any weight on her body. Eventually would have starved to death, typical of brain impaired critters. For Hope, there was no quality of life. Hope had most likely been a subject served abuse in her short life to have caused the short damage to her little brain. One second. This is so sad. On January 22nd, 2001, we made one of our hardest decisions in rescue, to send Hope on her way over the bridge. Hope brought us joy the little short time she was with us. It was so heartwarming to think that she would make progress. To the many who helped save Hope and bring her to us, we're sincerely grateful. We know that Hope was thankful to be released from the badness of the pound. It is our wish that we would be with Hope and many others like her again one day, and that God, as her in His protective care now, that she is whole again, running, playing, probably hunting birds, like she was born to do. Our love goes to you with you, Hope. Wait for us, okay? We'll play like you never got to. You have been adopted by the best. Our Creator, He will take care of you till we can bring you together again. After this, I was contacted by the person who assisted the dog owner at the Webster County Dog Pound, who confessed she had seen the dog warden and his buddies abuse the dogs in his care. Whoa! Oh my God! What's going next? Of course, it was not about to take this sitting down. Nope, it wasn't. So, along with this wonderful girl, Cindy Dropper, to Indiana, pulled Hope from that pound for us. We went after the person responsible for hiring the dog warden. It was the county executive. It was an uphill battle the whole way. I had to understand law in Kentucky. I had to understand the type of people who live in this community and the relationship with animals. We took on government. You go, girl. They had two choices. Two. Far as we are concerned, either clean up that place that the animals are treated in and that they're cared correctly, or close it down. We had uncovered agents go in there to check on things. We had secret videotapes that were presented to local TV crews who did pay an unannounced visit one day. It only proceeded to make the judge matter at us. We felt threatened, even from a distance, but we could not give up hope. We pulled one last dog, who looked very similar to Hook, from that shelter, in the cloak of darkness one night. Wait, yeah, cloak of darkness one night, right after the judge put a hold on incoming and outgoing dogs. We took our media to the bigger places to force them to clean up, because without this pound, there would be nowhere for stray animals to go. It didn't take long, and they had been through several dog wardens. None of them were much better, but changes were being made. To this day, I still have contacts in that area and spies to make sure they are staying clean. You must never back down, not when you are fighting government. Kentucky has animal control or rights laws, and government has to uphold them. Since then, many changes have been made in Kentucky's law system. We are not all the way home, but it's a wonderful start. If you need help with a dirty, unethical dog pound, contact me. I can share information on how to clean it up. Alright, I just cannot help myself when it comes to poisoners in Kentucky dog pound. And Buck is another one. I found Buck on Pet Finder. I go on Pet Finder. Story had it that Buck and two other GSPs and two beagles were all penned in a 10x10 kennel. Thirds of doggy poop beneath their feet. No food, no water, no shelter. Owner reluctantly surrendered them to animal control because his medical lab has him in hotter water and will keep him in jail a while. He did not wish to face neglect charges for his dogs too. GSPCA pulled one that stayed with Kentucky Rescue on Point Rescue in, I don't know how to spell, in MO. It's kind of, I don't know which one. The state, I don't know which one. I'm very sorry. Took a female. They called Cleo. We grabbed Buck, and I have no idea what happened to the beagles. This was meant to happen for WGSPR, a nice rescue lady from Puppy Porch on Manhattan, was transporting dogs back from Kentucky and offered to let Buck ride co-pilot. Here he is, Babs, tribute to that day, and all stands for rescue. Here's Babs with Buck, and I will try to put these pictures on the video if I can. Copy image. Okay, thank you. There's other dogs. I'll try my best to put them on. Thank you, and have a brilliant day.